Hello, and once again, a very warm welcome to this week's Thought for the Week. It starts on Monday, the 8th of June, and it's exam time. This comes to you from the grad team, and my name is Ruda Landman. We're talking about practical stuff, writing exams with confidence. What happens when you sit down at the desk in the exam venue? As I say, it's exam time. It's often a time of stress and tension. Next week, we'll give you some support in dealing with that stress and finding the grit you need to get you through. But for now, it's all about the practical stuff, how to give your absolute best when you sit down with the paper. Before you get to the exam venue, though, you have to look after your mindset throughout these weeks of study and exams. Try not to get caught up in the emotional whirlwind that can spring up in this time. Avoid nervous chatter with others who are just as tense as you are. Focus on yourself, your time, your studies. Keep to a regular, productive schedule. Start every day with a few minutes of quiet time. And get enough sleep, as we said last week. Now for some practical tips for the day when you have to go and write. Number 1, check the venue and time the day before the exam. Then on the day, get up early and be at the venue with time to spare. Do not talk to panicky students around you. Focus on yourself. Go to the toilet before the exam starts. And then when you get your paper, plan your time. Read all the questions and see how many marks each one represents. Make a rough outline of how much time to spend on each question. You don't want to spend half your time on something that can only earn you 10 marks out of 100. And then, very important, start with what you know best. You do not have to answer the questions in order. Just mark your answers very clearly so that the person who has to mark it can see which answer goes with which question. But then you can do it in whatever order you please. Leave the things you are less sure of for last. Give yourself a moment to compose your thoughts before you start writing your answer. Be clear and concise. And please try and keep your handwriting legible. Have mercy on the poor person who has to look at 400 of these scripts. Ask the invigilator, the person who supervises the exam, for help if you are not clear on a question. They will tell you if you are asking something they are not allowed to say. Don't waste time worrying if you should ask. Just do it. And throughout, keep an eye on the time. Don't spend more time on a particular question or section than it's worth, or you may run out of time and lose all the marks allocated to the later questions. Lastly, use every minute of the available time. If you finish early, review your answers before handing in your paper. Now, I keep talking about allocating your time. How does one do that? It's very simple. Divide the total number of minutes you have into quarters. In other words, divide it by 4. A 3-hour paper is 180 minutes, which means 4 times 45 minutes. So a quarter is 45 minutes. Then you divide the total number of marks into quarters. If it's 300 marks, that's 4 times 75. So in every 45 minutes, a quarter of the time, you must try and finish work which will earn you 75 marks, a quarter of the marks. Then you can track your progress. When the first quarter of time is over, you should have answered questions worth a quarter of the marks. Halfway through, you should have done questions for half the marks, etc. Good luck in the exams. We are all rooting for you. Yes, you can. From the grad team.